Well, good morning there, and welcome here to CT Style. I'm Ryan Christopher.
And I'm Laura Hutchinson, in for Teresa DeFore. You'll notice today at work that everyone has bags under their eyes.
Oh my gosh, it is horrible.
It's just that kind of Monday where everyone stayed up too late, but everyone's buzzing about the Oscars. It was a great night.
Little Oscar hangover. Of course, we're going to get to everything Hollywood, but first we want to talk about what happened here locally last night. We were in Hartford at the Red Carpet Experience. We actually had a live broadcast of CT Style on the red carpet there. The drinks were out. People were all dressed up in costume, beautiful gowns and everything. Take a look there. You see some of the fashion. Mary Ellen Fillo there, formerly of the Java, now retired from the Hartford Current, is there on the red carpet interviewing people. There's Monty Saul and I having a good old time. So really just a wonderful event, all to benefit AIDS Connecticut, and raised a lot of money and a great organization.
You both looked fantastic.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was in my pajamas at home watching, and
looking just as good.
I realized, I was like, geez, I got to clean myself up here. You guys looked fantastic. It was a great show. It looked like a lot of fun. You guys really did a great job.
Thank you very much. Well, you do clean up pretty darn well.
I mean, I had to do something this morning. Couldn't stay in my pajamas all day.
Later on in the show, we're going to be talking to Vanessa Powell. She is a New York City fashion stylist, and so she's going to break down all of the do's and don'ts of the doctors who wore it best. So we're going to talk all about that. Also, we want to shout out to Assier's Boutique, Valentino Taylors, along with Noli's Hair Salon for all of the great help last night during our big Oscars party. And we have a photo of the entire crew there, the entire News 8 CT Style crew.
Look at that. From
the photographers, directors, producers. We want to thank everybody for all of their very hard and well-earned efforts last night.
Really looked great.
Yes.
Everybody looked fabulous. And of course, it took a lot of people to make the Oscar special happen. So we do want to say special thanks to everyone who made that happen as well.
Very helpful. Hey, Chris Rock, he really stole the show last night. Opening, of course, calling out hashtag Oscars so white. I mean, he put it out there, Laura. He no holds barred. I mean, he really made it prominent and well known. I mean, everybody on social media that I saw was a fan of it. I personally was. I think he handled the situation very well. And we actually have a little soundbite from his bit on stage. Take a look.
But what happened this year? What happened? People went mad. You know, Spike got mad, and Shelton got mad, and Jada went mad, and Will went mad. Everybody went mad. You know, it's quite like Jada got mad. Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
Too funny.
So I think the whole point, though, is at least he was able to make light of it because, you know, but it is making light of a serious situation, which is good because it got everyone laughing, but it also got everybody thinking. I think the point was to drive home what is the message here, and that, you know, they do want equal opportunity. So I know that there is an effort to get more diversity in the group of judges. So I have a feeling this maybe won't be an issue next year, but point taken, right?
Probably one of the best things to ever happen to the Oscars. I think he handled things very, very well, and obviously a lot of great feedback on social media. Transitioning to another thing with a little bit of a racial undertone here. Last night, TotalBeauty.com, they shared a post on Twitter, which has since been deleted, where they said, wow, picture of Whoopi with her tattoo, and they said, wow, Oprah, she looks great with a tattoo. We never realized. So they're kind of kicking themselves. So then everybody went to social media, of course, saying, you know, that was Whoopi Goldberg, not
right.
Oprah.
How do you confuse Whoopi and Oprah? But, you know, Oprah made light of it because she tweeted a picture of herself on the couch, just making one of these faces like, I don't have tattoos. So everybody kind of made light of the situation. But that was an oops. They are turning it into a good thing, though. I know that website is now trying to raise money for charity out of the whole thing.
That's good.
Kind of trying to wheel things back around.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's confusing. I mean, Laura, I have to say, you look pretty darn sexy with tattoos. I mean, look at you.
You know what?
Here.
I don't know how you got a hold of this picture of
Laura
me.
Hutchinson with a tattoo. I mean, you look a little different, but the tattoo didn't really give it away.
I mean that is me though. I'm not even gonna.
That's Laura. Same hair.
Steer you otherwise, and you too. I know we got a picture of you, all of your tattoos.
That's me. I'm looking good, you know. I'm a little bummed that I didn't win Best Supporting Actor last night, but you know, I'll take it.
We knew that was happening.
Hey, you get a few tattoos. That's what's under here, ladies. Okay, take note.
Right.
Washboard abs.
Not for morning TV, but now we know, right?
Maybe a
now
late night show, yeah.
All right, well, there were a lot of wins last night. Everybody wanted to see who was going to be Best Actor, Best Actress. Brie Larson won Best Actress for her leading role in Room. This is actually a movie that I really want to see. Oscar favorite for Best Actress. This was such a gripping story. You know, she plays the role of somebody who has a child in a room, and she kind
10 by 10 room.
Until they're like 5 years old or something.
Crazy.
And she has to kind of make them think that there is no outside, just to keep the child happy. A very sad story, but gripping.
And she was an Oscar favorite, so it's great that she was able to take home the win there. So congratulations to her. Also another Oscar favorite. I think everybody was rooting for him. Leo, he finally took home the win after 5 nominations. And getting snubbed, he finally is taking home the big win, of course, playing in The Revenant. I think he deserves an Oscar just for being in those conditions. I mean, imagine being out there in the cold every single day, being inside of a dead horse carcass.
Oh my gosh, the
guy's
movie
dedicated. You know?
Just the bear scene alone. You know, when I walked away from that movie, I was like, so he really had to throw himself around. I'm actually really still curious how they made that scene. But if you think about it, it was him and a bear. So good for you, Leo. You deserve to win that one for sure.
I'm surprised that the bear didn't get Best Supporting Actor. But
I mean,
maybe in the future. And it was very nice, I thought, because actually Leo had a very nice message all on global warming. Take a look.
Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters or the big corporations.
You know, I thought that was so great of him to pick something that he's passionate about, get behind. Not a lot of focus is always given to the speeches. Everyone's like, what were you wearing and who won? I really
thanking mom and dad. It's oftentimes very generic, but I think it was bold of him to take a statement like that.
I really look forward to the substance and what people say, because that's your moment to shine. You have an audience. You have a lot of eyeballs on you that night. So for him to choose something that he's passionate about and use that time to talk about that and get the message across, props to him.
Well,
that's great.
It was funny because earlier in the show, a guy won for best screenplay actor, so some category that nobody knows who the guy is, right? And he went up there and said, make sure you vote for somebody who's going to take and watching a guy like that, you're like, okay, like relax, guy. We don't. Who are you? But when Leo says something, it's nice for these actors and celebrities to take a platform to make a positive change and not just to go up there and show off the Armani. Although that is very important, which again we are going to be talking about a little bit later. But actually, Leo generated the most Oscar buzz of all time, generating 440,000 tweets, not overall, per minute last night.
Wow.
That's like earth-shattering, breaking Ellen's big selfie, with Bradley Cooper and crew from previous years past. So kudos to Leo, finally taking home the big win and this time breaking the internet, beating Kim Kardashian.
Right, I know. And Spotlight, another one.
Big win.
This was also a thoughtful film about a newspaper investigating sex abuse by Boston's Catholic priest. Took Oscar's top prize last night, winning Best Picture. And, I'm so glad to see this one get some spotlight, garner the spotlight, not to sort of jump off of the...
Yeah, sure.
But, the importance of investigative journalism for many years went away because there were so many resources pulled from TV stations and newspapers. We're now we're in a wave of investigative journalism coming back. We're seeing a lot of TV stations now and newspapers put resources into that because it is so important. The whole role of journalism, we're supposed to be watchdogs, and I think that this movie really hammered that home. This is what investigative journalism is. It's made change in the past, and I have to say I'm really glad to see newspapers, TV stations putting resources into investigative reporters again.
And now Laura is all revved up, so watch out. She might be doing an investigative report on you at home, so watch out. Laura Hutchinson, the one with tattoos or the
one with tattoos, for sure. I mean, that's the one.
Kudos to you. Hey, we have a great show coming up for you. Take a look. Here's what's coming up.